It's time for the absolutely, I'm on my way, completely, I'm almost there, random, why are there so many stairs? Podcast. Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the absolutely, completely random podcast for Saturday, May 23rd, 2020. I'm your host, Andrew Rhodes, as always, here in the wonderful Rhodes Central at Web Designer 18's hub. I guess you could call it, yep. It's where all the fun stuff happens. So what do I got to talk about this week? Well, believe it or not, I got 5 wonderful topics for everybody. The Snyder Cut has been approved. Oh, God, help us now. Cardfight Vanguard is getting a new anime series, apparently. Yay! A crap ton of Pokemon toys were seized for a very weird reason. Yes, this is pretty cool. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Guess what? Fans have ranked their favorite characters and angels from that series. And here's some interesting news. As a lot of you know, I am a huge fan of Fire Force, but the author has said that Fire Force will be his last manga. That's one hell of a series to go out on, that's what I gotta say. But anyway, I have all that and more this week. Maybe not so much more. Oh yeah, I have that my week and maybe some lovely little anecdotes along the way, who knows. All that this week on the absolutely completely random podcast. But hey, before we go into this any further, you know the song and dance. ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Wide variety of crap. Come on by, swing on by, and say hi. That's right, that's ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Don't forget, you can also follow me at Otaku Rhodes over on Twitter. Check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell notification. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on my video. And well, you know, subscribe to my channel here on Web Designer 18, because this is where all the magic happens, baby. Oh, okay, it's just where all the fun happens. Alright, so this is the part of the show where I go about how my week went, and honestly, this week was dull as dirt. This week was dull as dirt. Not really much of anything exciting happened. I've been playing some Puzzles and Dragons, really getting into the Bleach collaboration. Took down one entire technical dungeon, one whole set, the EX1 level. I took that down, so that made me happy. Scored some magic stones, which I immediately put back into the game to try to get a couple more out of the Bleach collaboration. So that was fun. Other than that, mostly just watched some YouTube, put up some videos. I mostly just tried to relax this week. That actually worked out pretty well. I mean, if I could pre-record my videos, that actually works out pretty well, that I can just pre-record my stuff and then put it up later on. I might try that more often. I can enjoy like some peace and quiet during the week and get a little more stuff done later on down the road. So that actually worked out real nice. Well, for the most part, I did get a little disturbed with a little something this week, so there was that. Wasn't anything major, just a little speed bump in my peaceful quietness that I was hoping to have. But yeah, otherwise, I mostly just watch YouTube. We've been watching Leverage on the Roku player off of Tubi, which I love that show. And the kicker was that my one friend turned me on to that because she was explaining it to me and my mom, and I was watching it the one night because it was still on TNT at the time, and I still had cable. And I was watching it the one night. I'm like, hey, this is a really good show. And then it was on a channel called Ion, and I was really getting into it. It was like every Sunday they had a marathon, and I was watching the marathon. But now it's on Tubi, and I'm just watching the whole series. I love that show. Season 4 is about the best so far, and I'm not even done with it. But Season 4 had like a lot of good episodes. I do have questions already fixed up for the Q&A video this month. I think it's 10. Let me check here quick, because I'm actually keeping a count this time. I think I have 10 for May. Hold on. May, here we go. Yes, I have 10. Count them. 10 questions so far. Don't forget, you have until 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday morning to submit your questions, so feel free, drop questions in the comment section of the podcast here. Drop down your questions. Don't forget to put parenthesis Q and A. and then the other parenthesis, and that will tell me that it's for the Q&A video and to not answer it right away. But yeah, so far so good with that. I'm looking forward to that one this month. I am going to have my boom arm fixed up because I did not get another lapel mic. I'm hoping, I'm going to make sure that I get it on camera first so that I know how I have it, and I will be putting the windscreen on this time, so it will sound a little better, and I'm going to adjust the volume and all that, so I'm going to do all of that prior to recording the Q&A video on Tuesday, so there is that. But yeah, otherwise, I'm looking forward to that this week. But yeah, it's mostly just been a dull week. I did try to catch up. I say try. To catch up on Tower of God. I am now back again, 3 episodes behind. I was 2 episodes behind, and then I fell back another episode behind because I forgot to watch it then Wednesday night. I watched episode 5, and I'm like, okay, now I can watch 6 and 7. And then I forgot to watch 6 and 7, and now episode 8 dropped, and now I'm back to being 3 episodes behind again, which is really pissing me off because it's really getting good. But yeah, other than that, like I said, it's been a dull week. Nothing really exciting happened, nothing of major importance. I didn't circumnavigate the globe, I didn't crack time travel, though I did watch the Film Theory. Let's get it right here. It's not his bread and butter series, it's his backup bread and butter series. I did watch Film Theory, where he was saying about Rick and Morty and different dimensions and parallel universes, and I just had to leave a comment on that because, as a lot of you know, I have theories based upon dimensional travel, interdimensional travel, and whatnot, and everything that he and Neil deGrasse Tyson were saying was just, I was thinking to myself, they're either reading this off of a Cracker Jack box or they're hiding something and just don't want to say anything, and I just threw in my 2 cents in the comment section. Go check out the video. I'm pretty sure the comment's still there unless he deleted it. It'll probably still be there somewhere. But yeah, so that's been my week. Like I said, nothing of major importance. Nothing exciting happened. Yeah, let's get into the podcast, shall we? It's gonna be one of those weeks. Alright, so in a move that kind of surprised no one. I mean, seriously, this really didn't surprise anybody online. HBO Max has agreed to #release the Snyder Cut. For those of you that give a rat's ass. The Zack Snyder's director's cut of Justice League is set to world premiere exclusively to HBO Max in 2021. And I love how they put this in the article, courtesy of Warner Media. I love how they word this so nicely. After global passionate fan calls. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, so the fans called to action to release the Snyder Cut. HBO Max and Warner Brothers Pictures announced that they will exclusively world premiere the Snyder Cut's Zack Snyder's director's cut of the Warner Brothers Pictures / DC feature film / train wreck / dumpster fire / reason why the DCEU is gone. Let's all get this right here. Justice League in 2021. God, I hated this movie. Surprise fans. Yeah, so Snyder surprised fans with the news Wednesday morning during a live online commentary of his film Man of Steel with Henry Cavill. And I just get the freaking kick out of this. So, apparently, #release the Snyder Cut became a passionate rallying social media cry among fans in 2017 and has not let up. From countless press articles and hundreds of thousands of social media mentions, it became a powerful global movement among, cinephils and comic book fans. The hell is it? Cinephils? Wow, that's a new word. I love this. So, Zack Snyder was quoted as saying, "I want to thank HBO Max and Warner Brothers for this brave gesture of supporting artists and allowing their true visions to be realized. Also, a special thanks to all of those involved in the Snyder Cut movement for making this a reality." Alright, I'm sorry. I have to stop right here for a minute, folks. I'm going to say this. This is from a man who went on record, damn it, and said that he wanted rape in a Batman movie, and he is so happy that Warner Brothers and HBO Max is making a brave gesture. Jackass, there's nothing brave about this. This is basically them wanting to make some money, and HBO Max is still going to be new. They want something to get asses in the seats, you moron. You are a marketing stunt and nothing more. I swear to God. I get a kick out of this. I mean, I put a retweet up on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, call me when something important happens. You know, Halley's Comet colliding with the moon, zombies walking the earth, Iron Man getting revived. If that happens, call me. This, no thank you. I don't freaking care. And a lot of sentiment, especially on Twitter. I saw a lot of this on Twitter with people going, now maybe the Snyder fans and the, you know, all these people will shut the hell up for good now, and they'll just shut up and go away. And it's like, yeah, I agree. Maybe now they'll go away, because, I mean, I would personally get sick and tired of it myself. But here's the kicker. It's a director's cut. It's the same fucking movie. I mean, okay, I love it how a lot of the nerds and that, and a lot of the moviegoers are always excited whenever Blade Runner comes out with a whole new director's cut and an extra 2 minutes and 3 seconds of unused, unseen, undocumented footage. It's the same movie, only with a little bit extra. And here's a newsflash. Let's put it out on DVD. The director's cut on DVD, and it'll DVD, Blu-ray, and it'll make a crap ton of money. And then, well, streaming services are the new thing, since a lot of people will do those. But still, I just get a fucking kick out of this. And a lot of people are going, release the Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut. I mean, it's the same freaking movie. Now, Zack Snyder did step down from directing this movie because of the death of his daughter. Because I know that got me on Pat and Ian's shit list over on their podcast, because I had said, hey, look, you know, what do you guys, this make you guys happy? And then Ian replied, yeah, not at the cost of his life of his daughter. And then I felt like an idiot, because I didn't know, the article didn't say why. And at the time, I had listened to their podcast relentlessly, and they constantly had nothing good to say about the man. I mean, I don't even have anything good to say about the man. He literally said in an article he wanted to rape in a Batman movie. I mean, what the hell here? And this is the guy that they wanted to have direct this movie. It still would have sucked either way. It doesn't matter who was directing Justice League. Justice League was still a train wreck. You were using characters that were never truly built upon. I mean, how many movies did Superman have before it was rebooted? You had what? You had all the Christopher Reeve ones. Then you had what? You had Man of Steel. Then what was it then after that? Superman? Was there like another Superman movie? You had Batman v Superman, which freaking was getting plugged in other Warner Brothers movies like I Am Legend. They were, you know, flooding the shit out of your minds. It's like, here's another shot of this movie that is nowhere near done yet, but we want to make sure that you're ready for it the minute it is. This is insane. And then you have Batman. How many Batman movies has there been? You had the original ones with, what the hell was his name? Michael Keaton. You had the Michael Keaton ones. You had the one-off with George Clooney that I actually liked. Mostly because Arnold Schwarzenegger was Mr. Freeze, and Mr. Freeze is my favorite character from the Batman universe. There you go. But then you had, Christian Bale. You had the 3 Christian Bale ones. You had Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. You had Batman v Superman. And then you changed up the actor again. And this time it's Ben Affleck, and everybody's like, just give me that one-off Ben Affleck movie. Just give me the one-off Ben Affleck movie. And it's... and you're never going to get it. And it's just going on and on and on. It's idiocy. But you also had other characters that were thrown into this. I mean, you had The Flash, which never had a movie. I guess we were supposed to go off the TV series on the CW for his character's origins and all that other fun stuff. You had Wonder Woman. And I love how people are so quick to jump down Marvel's throat and go, they're trying to capitalize on, the female superhero when they came out and had Captain Marvel. And it's like, no, they're not. because they know they're not going to. Wonder Woman broke that iceberg in 1,000 little tiny pieces, and there's nothing left to shatter. It definitely jumped ahead of its time. Plus, that was the first time, at least to my knowledge, that Wonder Woman had made a massive live-action premiere at a standalone movie, where she wasn't teamed up with 6 or 7 other people, like 6 or 7 other superheroes, or wasn't like a TV special, to the best of my knowledge, by the way. Then you also had Aquaman, who got his own movie with Jason Momoa. And this is the whole kicker, is that you had characters that we either didn't know anything about, didn't know any backstory on unless you read the comics. That was literally nothing more than a gigantic fan fiction that was written by somebody the fans were basically creaming their jeans for. I'm sorry to say it that way, but it's true. And the people that are screaming, give us a Snyder Cut, give us a Snyder Cut, give us a Snyder Cut. It's the same movie. You just want to see how you would have written a fan fiction for this movie. I mean, you have Sucker Punch, which was nothing more than, what was it, a freaking wet dream put to paper. You had Kick-Ass, which was a good movie. You had so many other movies that did very well in the superhero genre, in a way. I'll even throw Scott Pilgrim versus the World for how insanely stupid it was. It at least brought a decent, rating for what it was. This is Justice League. You're going off the name alone thinking that that's going to be fine, when the only characters that were in movies beforehand were what? Batman and Superman in their own battling it out movie. Wonder Woman and Aquaman. That was freaking it. I don't even think Aquaman's movie had premiered before Justice League. I think his premiered after Justice League. So that really didn't help it. Let me pull that up. When the hell did Aquaman come out? Oh, let me check this up. AQUA. When was his movie? I'm just curious when Aquaman's movie actually came out. I mean, that is creepy. But yeah, so here's the plot synopsis I'm guessing for this. In Justice League, fueled by his restored faith in humanity and inspired by Superman's selfless act, Bruce Wayne enlists the help of his newfound ally, Diana Prince, to face an even greater enemy. Together, Batman and Wonder Woman work quickly to find and recruit a team of metahumans to stand against this newly awakened threat. But despite the formation of this unprecedented League of Heroes, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and The Flash, it may already be too late to save the planet from an assault of catastrophic proportions. Okay, so we got Cyborg, who is technically, I don't even know where to go with the origin of Cyborg. And that's the main kicker on this. Okay, Aquaman came out in 2018. Okay, so when did Justice League come out? Alright, so you had Cyborg, who, I don't know any of the origins for half of these characters anymore. Because DC changes the freaking origin stories more than I change underwear. Every time you turn around, somebody else has their hits. Okay, Aquaman came out after Justice League. Justice League was 2017. I thought so. I thought so. Okay, so Justice League came out before Aquaman. So technically you had Wonder Woman and Batman v Superman. That was all you had. And you had, so you have Cyborg in this, who I know did not have a standalone anything prior to this. He was in Doom Patrol. And I'm still trying to figure out yet how in the hell he fits into Doom Patrol. I even remember asking my one supervisor at work, how the hell does Cyborg fit into Doom Patrol? And he's just looking at me like I'm smoking crack. And I said, no, I'm serious. And he actually could never gave me an answer, by the way, either. Before he left, he never gave me an answer. So you had that. The Flash was in his own CW show. So I guess we were supposed to take that for his origin story. So we never had origin movies for those two. Aquaman's came out after this movie. So Wonder Woman's was before it. I'm not sure Wonder Woman's was before it. You figure Batman v Superman was about it. Holy hell. It's pathetic. And you have people that are literally sitting there going, I want the Snyder Cut. Give us a... No, yeah, okay. Wonder Woman was in 2017, so I'm pretty sure that was either right before or right after, but I'm pretty sure it was before it. Because they needed to establish her for Justice League. But they never bothered to establish Aquaman. His came out afterwards. And you have all this other stuff. So the screenplay is by Chris Terrio. Story by Chris Terrio and Zack Snyder, based on characters from DC. Superman, created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. The film's producer, Charlie Roven, and all this other stuff. You have... None of this makes any sense. You literally want the same movie, but you just basically want your version of the movie. You just want to see what you wanted, and here's the kicker. It's not gonna make a damn difference. I doubt highly that Snyder's version is going to tell you anything about the characters. Oh, here, let me explain to you about Superman's background. Yeah, we know about Superman's background. Came to Earth from the planet Krypton. Krypton was going to explode. It exploded. Everybody died but him. And apparently his cousin, for some reason. And don't forget the 3 people that were trapped in the Phantom Zone. And any other possible Kryptonians that I might not remember. Plus his fucking dog. And, I mean, like I said, this is an origin story. You're literally trying to set up an entire team to compete against the Avengers, which was already kicking moviegoers' asses at the box office. And I hate to praise Disney in this case, but I have to. They were already whooping ass and taking names, and you just want to duplicate that success and go, no, that's what we need, that's what we have, that's the way to go. And the whole time I'm sitting here and I'm like, what in the hell for? You had no backstory, the DCEU was rushed like hell, and this movie was the grand finale of it. Only two of the characters from the freaking Justice League movie actually managed to go off and get their own sequels, and that was Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Batman v Superman was pretty much the nail in the coffin for both of those characters ever getting another movie. If there's going to be another Superman movie, they're going to be recasting the role. They're already having to recast Batman because Ben Affleck dropped out. Cyborg's off with Doom Patrol, and God knows where the hell the Flash is. And this is the whole thing you have going here. You didn't throw a Martian Manhunter in this. This isn't a Justice League. Are you going with the old school DC Justice League? In that case, you need the Wonder Twins. Or are you going with the newer DC Justice League? Are you going New 52 or Old 52? Is it retcon origins or unretconned origins? They don't explain any of this. And if they do, it's a half-ass explanation. Suicide Squad did a better job with their characters, and that was a DC property. And these people are just like, we want the Snyder Cut, we want the Snyder Cut, we want the Snyder Cut. Hey, open up the doors, morons, and smell the coffee. The Snyder Cut is not gonna be any different than what you already got. I don't think they changed that much in the movie, opposed to what we got from the movie. I didn't even see the damn thing, and I refuse to see it. But you want the Snyder Cut. It's not that you want it so badly your global outcry changed the world. It's that HBO Max needs asses in the seats behind the screen in order to watch the stuff that they're coming out with. They want their streaming service to succeed, and you morons, I really hate to say it this way, but you morons basically gave them the fuel to ignite the fire. Congratulations. You gave them the fuel and lit the match. Because they're going to put it on their streaming site in 2021, and the whole kicker's going to be the fans will go there, and they'll pull what fans are doing with Disney+. Because there are a lot of fans that were ditching Disney+, a lot of subscribers were ditching Disney+, shortly after The Mandalorian ended for the season. Then all of a sudden it's like, well, I don't want Disney+ anymore, and they're dropping Disney+ like freaking hot potatoes. And then people are freaking out. Why are you dropping this? Why are you dropping the streaming? What the hell's going on? And they're explaining to them, well, we don't really need it anymore because this and this and this don't happen anymore, and this aren't happening. So, yeah, we don't really need this anymore. And there you go. That's 90% of your audience gone. And you're going to get a lot of people that'll subscribe. So unless you lock them in and say that they can't unsubscribe for X amount of days, they're going to up and go, oh, look, we can get the Snyder Cut. They're going to watch the Snyder Cut, then they're going to unsubscribe and cancel their subscription, and you are out the money. It's simple mathematics here, people. You want the Snyder Cut, but the problem is they're not willing to pay for it because they're just going to expect it for free, and they're going to get it for free in a way because you are going to screw up. This is all you did. They basically just lit the fuel in the fire. And all it was is basically, I want the Snyder Cut. I want the Snyder Cut. I'd like Baby Blue Season 2 to be released. You don't see me screaming at the top. Okay, you don't see me yet screaming at the top of the rooftops for that. But, I mean, in all honesty, this is what you call pure, dim thinking at best. But the Snyder Cut's getting released. Fans are just going to have to deal with it. And if you didn't want the Snyder Cut, my thoughts and prayers go out with you, because you're getting the Snyder Cut anyway. I don't really want it. I was happy when he dropped out of the movie. So I thought, okay, now it might actually have a chance. He was dragging the other ones down. I'm sorry, I'm not a huge DC fan, and I have never quoted myself to be a DC fan. I have stated that I am a Marvel fan. And I should actually rephrase that. I was a Marvel fan till they killed Iron Man, and that pissed me off. Yeah, I'm still not happy about that. I will never get over that. Never. Alright, so this is another topic I really wanted to talk about this week. Atsushi Okubo says that Fire Force will be his last manga. Now, for those of you that don't know the name, let me give you another name that you might know instead. Soul Eater? Yeah. So, this is huge, by the way, because, I mean, this is first off really interesting, but this is huge. So, the 23rd volume of Atsushi Okubo's Fire Force manga is now out in the wild over in Japan, you know, dodging the COVID outbreak, and hopefully people are able to pick it up. You know, maybe they'll smell it in the water and they'll find it. Yeah, no, it's an island. Water island. Stupid joke, I know, but still. I have the utmost respect, but still, it was a stupid joke. And the release, though, contains some interesting info about the author's commentary section. Not only, though, did Okubo hint at the fact that the manga is in its final stage, he also said that it is going to be his last manga. He is planning for it to be his last manga. So, this series kicked off way back in 2015. The 24th volume scheduled to hit shelves on July 17th. No details beyond that, though, being what the Soul Eater creator describes as its final stage. So you just have to wait and see how this plays out. But I just want to say this, because you also figure, okay, so you have a Soul Eater, which was a huge success, by the way. I loved Soul Eater. I thought that was a great series, great manga. Well, I didn't even read the manga. I just read I watched the TV series. I watched the anime series. I thought that was cool. But you had Soul Eater, and you have Fire Force. And if Fire Force is going to be his last and final series, that is one hell of a series to go out on. I mean, it is. That is one hell of a series to go out on. That's not exactly one to sit back and go, well, now I've done this and this, I don't have to do anything else anymore. No, you want to go out on Fire Force. That is one hell of a series to go out on. You're not going out with some lame-ass series. You're not going out with one that, oh, I just half-assed it, or I just came up with it just to get a little extra money. You're going out with one that you can tell, even with the anime series, you could tell that it was actually getting some decent, and I mean some really decent animation and thought put into the, art style, but art and plot put into it. This wasn't a story that was half-assed. This was one that was carefully thought out. Every backstory was figured out. Every possible ideal was figured out. And it's not one of those overly powered ones with, oh, look, these people have superhuman abilities, because the captain of Company 8 has no powers at all. He is a normal human being. The other ones have powers. You have second generation pyrokinetics. You have third generation. He's a normal human. And he is one of the strongest there is in Company 8. I mean, he kicks ass on a grandiose scale. You have the jackass scientist that joined us for the last few episodes of Season 1. And Season 2's preview recently dropped, which really has me excited, because there's going to be another Adola link that's coming out. But this is definitely interesting. And it's not often, unless you're Hayao Miyazaki, But not always do creators come right out and say, this is going to be my final work. I'm not planning anything else after this. I'm done after this. You don't hear a lot of people coming out and saying that, especially creators, because they know what's going to happen. If they come out and say, this is it, I'm done after this, I don't plan to do anything else, they're going to get hounded and hounded and hounded by fans. Angry, pissed off, annoyed fans that don't want them to quit and want them to keep pushing something further and further and further, way farther than they wanted to take it themselves. But if they wrap it up nicely and it's done well, it really doesn't matter when it ends, so long as it ends. And I know somebody out there is probably going to go, oh, you're being a bit of a hypochondriac or a bit of a hypocrite because you complained about Team 4-Star ending Dragon Ball Z Abridged abruptly. But no, I complained because Team 4-Star never seemed to have the plan to go forward with Season 4. They just said they were going to, I think, to shut people up so they wouldn't be hounded about it, and then realized, okay, it's coming up to a year, we either got to do this or tell them we're not doing it. And I think they went with, they're just not doing it. I think that's where it's sat. They only wanted to go as far as the Cell games. That was all the further I think they wanted to take that, and they did. And I don't think they ever planned to go further than the Cell games. I don't think they had ever planned to go further than that. I mean, when they did the Boo's Fury playthrough for their TFS December thing, when they played Dragon Ball Z games, or Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z games, I should say, they actually were kind of hesitant on a lot of it. You can tell the fact that they had to play that game. They didn't want to play it because it was a series that they didn't like. It was a version of the manga and of the anime that they hated. It was the Boo Saga. They didn't want to do it. But they figured, oh crap, no, we have to because they're going to want it. It's not, we can just do this, piss whip our way through it, call it a day. We don't have to finish out the whole thing. We don't have to complete it. We can, take our dear sweet time and call it a day on it. And I think that's what they kind of, at least that's what it felt like to me, what they did. Because fans of like the Dragon Ball series don't like the Boo Saga. But then you have shows like Soul Eater and ones like Fire Force here. Now, Soul Eater technically ended before the manga did. It was another one of those Full Metal Alchemist sort of stories. So hopefully we'll get another different cut of Soul Eater. Because I'm not going to be the first one to deny this, and I doubt I'm going to ever be the last. I hated the ending of Soul Eater. I hated that with a passion. I thought Soul Eater's ending sucked. And I mean, it sucked the big hairy meatball. It sucked. Maka defeated the villain by hugging him and showing him love and compassion. And that was going to defeat him how? Unless they're going to consider Soul Eater not the continuation, which I don't think they will. But still, you have that. But Fire Force is a good series. If you ever get a chance to watch it, I recommend it. I plan to review it. It's a good, damn good series. At least the anime's first season is really great. If you get a chance, pick up the manga. I haven't read more than a couple panels because I don't have the ability right now to go and pick up the a manga, and I am not subscribing to Shonen Jump Alpha. Just to that's not happening. And the last manga I bought off of eBay, ironically, all from the same place, arrived in 2 different boxes. So go figure that one out, folks. But yeah, so like I said, if this is gonna be Akubo's last and final manga, this is one hell of a series to go out on. If you plan this ending just right, this is one hell of a series to go out on. And I mean one hell of a series to just completely go out on. I approve. I don't think you would find a single person that would say otherwise. If this is going to be the last and final one, then let it be the last and final one. But yeah, so that was that. But I definitely wanted to talk about that. I think that actually came out last week, but it didn't make the cut in time. Yeah, it actually came. Well, no, it came out on Sunday. I think I saw something last Saturday, but yeah. But either way, he's saying it's gonna be his last. Like I said, if it is, that's one hell of a series to go out on. Hopefully it's not. But if it is, I mean, he could do like a couple one-shots or something else. But if it's going to be his last and final one, hey, that is one hell of a series to go out on. Damn, it is just one hell of a series to go out on, man. It's one hell of a series. Alright, so here's something for all of you Neon Genesis Evangelion fans out there. I think it's been a while since I talked about Eva. But, fans have basically ranked their favorite characters and angels from the series. The franchise, now 25 years old, is still a personal favorite. Well, alright, it's a perennial favorite, I guess. It's a perennial favorite. A lot of people like it. I mean, I kind of liked it too. I thought it was pretty cool. The anime series ending is a lot better than the end of Evangelion, which is... Oh! Look, I watched it. I understand it, thanks to several people on YouTube and Twitter, but I still don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't. But it's never far from the minds of an anime fan. In fact, I don't even think you can call yourself an anime fan unless you've seen this. And this is like the first or second boss level anime series that you really got to watch if you want to be an anime fan. There's tiers. So like the first tier is like your weak ass series, and then it comes off to like a really tough boss battle at the end of Series 5. 6 to 10 is your next level tier, and then the big boss at the end of that one would be Neon Genesis Evangelion. Or Death Note, whichever one you really want to throw on that list, because apparently people consider Death Note a good anime for beginners. Not in this lifetime. Anyway, Japanese public broadcaster NHK recently held a poll for Eva fans in anticipation of the now delayed fourth film, though, no doubt, but still, asking them to rank their favorite characters, Evangelion units, and angels. So, as we often do here on the podcast whenever we have a poll, let's start off with number 10. For the favorite characters, number 10 is Gendo Ikari. That would be Shinji's father. Maya Ibuki is number 9. Pen the Penguin is number 8. Roji Kaji is number 7. Mari Makanami Illustrious is number 6. Misato Katsuragi, so basically Major Katsuragi, is number 5. Shinji Ikari is number 4. That's ironic! That's Shinji's number 4. Taking that if you ever hear this series or you ever ask an anime fan about this, the first thing they're gonna do is lead you to the meme, getting the fucking robot, Shinji. Number 3 was Rei Ayanami. Number 2 was Kaori Nagasaki. Or Nagisa. And number 1, Asuka Langley Shikinami. Shikinami. I thought it was Asuka Langley Soryu. I guess I must have changed it. Okay. But yeah, so basically Asuka's number 1. So that's based on the inclusion of Mari and Asuka's last name. Oh, okay. It's about the rebuild films. I was wondering. Okay, so that's right. The rebuild films basically retcon most of the original series. Yeah, that's always fun. So meanwhile, though, fans were also asked to rank their top 3 Evangelion units and angels. You might want to avoid these spoilers, though, unless you've already seen Eva. So, let's dive in, shall we? The Evangelion units. Number 3, Mark 6. I actually kind of remember that one. Number 2 was Unit 01, Awakened form. And number 1 is Unit 01, Non-Awakened. As for the angels, we have in third place I'm going to mispronounce this, I know it. Zerul. What's it here? Guess it's something Angel, the original series, 10th Angel in Rebuild. It's supposed to be 11th Angel in the original series, 10th Angel in Rebuild. Okay. Kaworu Nagisa, which was basically the one angel in the series. He was, if I remember right, he was the human one that kind of went down, took control of Asuka's Eva in the series, the original series, and Shinji's Eva and Asuka's were battling, like grappling, going down to where they had what they assumed was something. I think they were assuming it was Adam, and it wasn't Adam, or it was Adam, and they thought it was something else. And that was him, if I remember correctly. And number 1 from the original series, the 6th Angel, Gaghiel. Okay, I gotta see a picture of that one. That one does sound familiar, because I do remember watching Eva. Hold on here. 6th Angel. Come on, internet, don't fail me now. Okay, so I don't want the list of them. I just want an image of it. I don't want the name. I just want the picture of it. Show me a picture. Okay, is that really the one? Wait, hold on. Alright, so, hold on here. I'm still... Here we go. Let's just do it this way. And... once everything picks the hell back up and loads... Okay, here we go. Okay, it was the one that I guess was in Asuka's premiere episode. Okay. Okay, now I remember that one. I thought it was the giant cubed one. It looked like a really it looked like the floating third-dimensional diamond. Okay, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so people are assuming that this poll was in anticipation of the 4th Rebuild film, that 3.0 plus 1.0, or Thrice Upon a Time, which was scheduled to be released in Japan on June 27th, but was delayed due to COVID. But yes, I mean, even if it was, I think the fans were just going to do a survey anyway, so who really cares? But hey, what are your favorite Evangelion characters, Evas and Angels? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Unit 1 was my favorite as far as the Eva units. That one's definite. Awakened, not so much. Regular, definitely. Favorite characters? Yeah, I'll agree with Asuka, number 1. But unfortunately, that's probably gonna be about it. Shinji's definitely, like, closer to the bottom top 10, even though he was the pilot. He was sort of an arrogant little asshole that didn't really want to do anything, and he, deep down, you have control of a giant fucking robot. At least try to help people, you jackass. Be better than what people are assuming you're going to be, and you'll get the recognition you're wanting. Rei Ayanami, yeah, I'll throw her, like, I'll pretty much keep her at number 3. That one I'll agree with. I will probably definitely, though, move Katsuragi up to number 2, though. She was pretty good. You also had, oh God, what was the name of the doctor? The one that tried to kill Shinji's father in the movie, and we didn't hear what he said to her because they actually cut the audio for that. Crap, I can't think of it. Pen wouldn't make my list, that's for sure. Shinji's father wouldn't even make my list. Basically, I could chop this list down in half and Shinji wouldn't even be on it. So, yeah. As far as the Angels are concerned, meh, I never really had any super favorites. I mean, the giant one that was, like I was saying, the cube one that looked like a third-dimensional diamond, that one I thought was pretty cool. Otherwise, most of them were just meh or hit and miss. So it wasn't really anything I was massively waiting. I mean, there was a pretty cool one, though, with the original series. They were testing a new Ava unit. I think it was supposed to be Ava Unit 4 or 5. Or maybe that one was supposed to be 6. I don't know. But I think it was 4. No, that one would have been 0. No, that one would have been 3 because Ray's was Unit 0. It was a prototype. Shinji's was Unit 1 and Asuka's was Unit 2. I think that one was supposed to be Unit 3. And I kind of like that one. The Angel took control of that one. And basically, they redubbed it. It's like, okay, it's no longer an Ava unit. This is now officially the next Angel that they had to take down. And Shinji was just flat out, I'm not doing it. You know, my classmate's still in there. I refuse to do this. You can't make me do this. There's no way in hell I'm doing it. And he basically ended up getting overwritten and had to do it. And he acted like a child. Which is the one issue I have with this series. But then again, I plan to review this one. Yeah, I do. It's not a good thing. I mean, I have some issues with it, but yeah, I do. But yeah, most of this stuff I would keep the same. I mean, Unit 2 is pretty cool, though. So, I mean, Unit 2 would definitely be in the list. But Unit 1, Non-Awaken's definitely number 1 of my favorite. Unit 2 would probably be number 3, and I would probably throw Prototype in as number 2. So there is that. But that's mostly because I only ever saw, out of the Rebuild films, 2.0, you cannot redo or undo. So I only ever saw that one out of these. So please don't get upset with me if I don't know every single character that they have in these newer retcons. I don't... yeah, I think that was pretty much made apparent with the fact that I still thought Asuka's last name was Soryu. So I think that can pretty much be apparent that I definitely do not know all the newer stuff. So yeah, but either way, yeah, I just, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, Ava's a good series, but at the end of the day, it's one of those that's hit or miss. But it's a classic, though. I won't deny that. It is definitely a classic. Alright, so looks like we're getting another Cardfight Vanguard series, courtesy of Bushiroad. Unless they no longer have the rights to this thing, but... who the hell am I kidding? They probably still have the rights to this thing. So Cardfight Vanguard Gaiden. Or was it Gaiden If? Wow, that's a good name. I'm sorry, that's a good name. The anime shares updated launch plans. So, yeah, I mean, first off, I just want to say this. The visual here that they have in the article looks beautiful. And that's all I got to say right now. that's about it. There's not much on here. Originally scheduled for April 11th before being postponed to the 25th and then delayed again due to the COVID pandemic. The Cardfight Vanguard Gaiden If anime now has a new premiere date. Despite all the ongoing issues around the world, the next entry in the Cardfight Vanguard franchise will debut on TV in Japan on May 30th. Oh, goody. There's really not much on here. It's being directed by Itsuru Kawasaki and Misano Akahoshi. Yeah, they're writing an OLM handling animation production. So, I mean, look, I remember Cardfight Vanguard. I actually watched Cardfight Vanguard. I like the original one. I actually own the free preview manga that I got somewhere. I don't remember where the hell I got that. I think I got that from Walmart. I think I bought something, I think I bought something and I got it free. It was either Walmart or Best Buy or somewhere. I don't remember where I got it. But it was like a free giveaway I got with it. And I was just like, oh my god, this is really cool. And I liked it. I liked the series. It was a really good series, the original one. I can safely say this. It was a trading card game series that got me back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, it did. It got me back into Yu-Gi-Oh! So, there is that. But then we had, there was Cardfight Vanguard, and there was like so many versions of that. Because there was Cardfight Vanguard, then there was Cardfight Vanguard. Wait, hold on. Hell, I can just pull it up because there wasn't really much to talk about with this. How many Cardfight Vanguards were there? Cardfight. And sorry if you hear the sound of a stink bug buzzing around. They decided to come out of the woodwork for the night, and they picked a good opportunity. Miserable bastards. I'm just curious how many Cardfight Vanguard's series there are. 12 anime. Is there 12 of these things? Can't be 12 of them. There cannot be 12 of them. There's no way. There can't be 12 of them. I mean, I remember watching a majority of it ironically, on YouTube. And that was where I watched a good chunk of it. Even Cardfight Vanguard G. I loved Vanguard G. I thought that was really well done. Because you had another character that was basically given to us from the world, but it also was more or less a spin-off of the original series, with most, if not all, of the main characters coming back at least once, either being seen or discussed. But yeah, okay, so how many versions are there? Okay, so we have what here? We have Cardfight Vanguard. Okay, and then there's so season 1. Okay, so there's season 1. Season 2 is the Asian Circuit, which was shortly after their Q4 win at the national tournament. Strange phenomenon occur. Oh yeah, okay, that's when he lost his Royal Paladins. His Royal Paladins, Shadow Paladins, and the Kagero clans were wiped from existence, and his Royal Paladin deck became a Gold Paladin deck. That's right, because that's where a lot of collectors just kind of gave the hell up. I remember some of my coworkers saying that they collected the cards up until that point. Then there was Link Joker, and that was months after the VF Circuit and the members of Team Q4 have drifted apart. It was when Aichi entered high school, and that was an interesting one because he had to basically create his own club, and that was fun. Let's see, then Season 4, Legion Mate. Several days after the mortal battle against Link Joker, life seems to have returned to normal. However, Aichi, the hero who saved the Earth from the invasion of Link Joker and Void, has disappeared. Kai's closest friend, Mate, basically, seems to be the only person who remembers him after receiving a Royal Paladin deck containing a new version of Aichi's avatar card, Blaster Blade. Yeah, okay. And then you had Cardfight Vanguard G. So, yeah. Okay, so we had, what was it, 4 seasons of the original, right? Yeah, 4 seasons of the original. Cardfight Vanguard G was at least 2 seasons, I think. So you had the original, 3, 4, Jesus Christ, 5. There was the original series, which I thought was really good. Season 2, which was the Gears Crisis, or GIRS Crisis, which is, I think that was where I kind of dropped off. You have the Stride Gate. Next, I actually remember seeing things about. I just didn't bother watching. And then you had, this is fun. Then there was Z. The final season of the G series. A group of 6 units from planet Cray called Apostles have invaded Earth. Armed with the power of the 6 Zenith dragons, the Apostles aim to revive the sealed dragon deity of destruction, Gaize, who attempted to destroy Cray in the past. The final battle between the Vanguards and the dragon deity of destruction begins. Okay. And then you had the V series, which apparently a rerun series of the original Cardfight Vanguard with Aichi, Sendo, the rest of Q4, and other old characters from the original series. And then V series Season 2, the Shinimon, or the Shinemon arc, 15 years before the first V series season, focuses on the manager of Card Capital and his attempt to save the shop from becoming a branch of Card Shop Itsuka. And I do remember seeing things for that on YouTube. I just never actually watched an episode of it. I didn't know what the hell was going on by that point. So yeah, that was interesting. Let's see here. What do we got here? Okay, so there was... Alright, so here's the English dub. So the English dub co-produced by Ocean Productions. I'm sorry, I very little respect for them. Very little. They did the original Dragon Ball, was Ocean dubbed, and yeah, I like the Funimation better. Began airing on Singapore's Oak2 channel from October 6th, October 16th of 2011, on Animax Asia from January 22nd, 2012, and Malaysia's RTM TV2 channel November 18th, 2012. Let's see, dubbed episodes also began being released on YouTube from May 29th, 2012. Oh, cool, we're almost 8 years old. Holy hell. Damn. Yeah, in like 6 days it'll be 8 years. Wow. That's the first. The series can be seen officially on the dedicated channel for it, created by Bushiroad, and is available for viewing in most countries without geo-blocking. That's the thing I love. An English dub of the fifth season G began airing on YouTube on January 3rd, 2015, thus skipping over the fourth season Legion Mate. Okay, so we never actually got Legion Mate. Okay, that's why I didn't understand that one. Okay, now it makes sense. Hulu began hosting the English dubbed version on April 26th, 2013, in partnership with Aniplex of America. Okay. Cool. Now it makes sense why I didn't, okay. Yeah. So we're getting another one now. So what's this one going to be? There's a crap ton of these things. So this one's called Gaiden If, I guess. All right, so in a week, it'll be out in less than a week. Gaiden If will be joining the Cardfight Vanguard family. I mean, this is almost like Future Card Buddy Fight. I mean, how many? How am I doing time-wise here? Okay, yeah, no. I mean, there was like what? There was Future Card Buddy Fight. How many seasons did that thing last? Because I remember I did drop out on that one after season like three or four episodes into season 3. I dropped out of Future Card Buddy Fight. I couldn't take it anymore. Okay, here we go. Wikipedia page. Come on, Wikipedia. I love me Wikipedia. I mean, the first season was good. The second season was okay. Third season went straight to hell. Yeah, Buddy Fight 100 was good. The first season was good. Third season went straight to hell. And I think it still kept going. Maybe I should pick it back up, give it another shot if it's still up on YouTube yet. But, okay, let's see here. New generation. Here we go. Anime. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my computer's going a little slow tonight. It's trying to update at the same time I'm doing the podcast here, so my apologies. Gotta love Windows updating system. It's always fun, isn't it? Okay. Let's see here. Episodes. Okay, here we go. So we had Future Card Buddy Fight, Future Card Buddy Fight 100, Future Card Buddy Fight Triple D, Future Card Buddy Fight X, Future Card Buddy Fight X All-Star Fight, Future Card Buddy Fight Ace. Jesus! There's 6 of them. Yeah, okay, cool. So we got 6, count them, 6 different ones. I know Triple D was where I dropped out. That was where I officially just said, okay, that's it, I'm done. And I don't think I made it like 3 or 4 episodes in. Yeah, I didn't even make it to episode 4. I dropped out at episode 3. I didn't even make it to episode 4. The last one I saw was episode 3. That was it. Season 2 I watched. I thought that was stupid. I'm not going to lie. The ending got really dumb. But then, what was it, like episode 25? I think it was. What was it, 25? Bet you it probably was. let's see here. Hands over it goes. Okay, no, this wasn't 25. I thought it was 25. Oh, wait, no, okay, wait. I think it might have been 24, but either way, they had a massive shift, because then it wasn't dubbed anymore. It was subbed only and not dubbed. So there was that. But yeah, I didn't make it more than like 3 episodes into the 3rd season, and I dropped out. But as far as Vanguard went, I liked the original. G was good. I don't know, but this one might actually work well. I know that Bushiroad's just trying to make... everybody's trying to strike the Yu-Gi-Oh! Gold. And the kicker is that there have only been, at least to the best of my ability, the best of my knowledge anyway, only 2 series that have actually hit that mark of being just as good. You had, what was it? Burning Spirits. That was pretty good. And Future Card Buddy Fight up to Season 3. Vanguard was good in its own regard as well, but the problem is that you're going to have this trope with every single one of those. You're going to go, here's the series part, here's where it starts off, and right when you start coming up with, here's the next season, and the next season, and the next season, and here's the next, series in this franchise, you're copying Yu-Gi-Oh! And while that's fine and dandy, the Lightning isn't going to hit that same thing twice, especially when the card packs were expensive as hell for Vanguard. Those things were expensive. Don't even get me started on a Future Card Buddy Fight. I saw what the cost was for one of those packs, and it turned me right off. But you figure Cardfight Vanguard, holy crap, were those things expensive. Jeez. I think that was how I got that free comic, too, by the way. Oh, no! Now I remember. I got it on eBay. Now I remember. I bought a giant pack of cards on eBay, and I got that as a free gift from the seller. Now I remember. Because that threw me for a loop as to what in the hell this was, and I got a free like manga / instruction book, because in the back of it gives you the instructions for the series and for the card game. That's what it was. Now I got it. Now I remembered it. All right, but yeah. So either way, welcome to the Vanguard franchise. Looks pretty good. I don't have much faith in it, but hey, you never know. I don't know. All right, so this has got to be the funniest Pokemon topic I think I have ever had on this show. So, yes, once again, it's time to reset the Pokemon counter, but for a good reason this time. And I'm not going to lie, this is a good reason. If I ever needed a good reason to reset the Pokemon counter, this is a good one. I love this. So, Customs has seized 86,000 fake Pokemon toys. Now, I'm assuming the ones here in this picture are just a small group of the fakes. In which case, if they are, the Pikachu looks about the only legit one out of them. And that's sad. That Gengar looks so screwed up. I can't even begin to tell you how badly that Gengar looks. But yeah, this is just hilarious. So U.S. Customs seized these toys. They're worth an estimated they're worth an estimated $600,000. So I had to try to swat a stink bug away from me for a moment. And they're hidden in the side of a shipment. Okay? Arriving from Hong Kong earlier this week. So you figure, okay, that's fine. Fake Chinese shit's, constantly coming in, violating the trademarks and everything else. I mean, I'm not going to lie. There are sometimes the third-party knockoffs are better than the originals. Seriously, sometimes they are. But this is just funny. But instead of just saying that the figures are fake and will be destroyed, Customs felt the need to issue some strange and frankly owning statements to go with it. Now, you figure, okay, they're going to destroy them. They have to. There's no choice. I just love this. Okay? So, working with the trademark holders, CBP confirmed that the figurines were counterfeit. No shit. Like I said, that Gengar and that Pig Knight look pretty fucked up to begin with. CBP import specialist appraised the shipment at $603,936 American. Let me say that number again, because I don't think it made enough of an impact. $603,936 American. Officers seized the shipment for violating U.S. intellectual property rights. The parcel was destined to an address in Snyder County, Pennsylvania. Yes, this got stopped in Harrisburg, by the way. So kudos to the Harrisburg, what do you want to call them? Customs enforcement officers? Kudos! Yeah, kudos. Kudos. That was cool. That was a good job. The figurines are small and pose a potential choking hazard to your children. Additionally, counterfeit toys tend to be coated in excessive levels of lead paint. No lead testing was conducted on these toys. It's sad. In addition to protecting the trademark holders' intellectual property rights, Customs and Border Protection's primary concern with counterfeit consumer goods, is the potential harm they cause to American consumers, such as the choking hazard these figures pose to children, said Michael Stover, CBP's port director for the Port of Harrisburg. CBP officers remain committed to working with our consumer safety partners to protect American consumers by seizing dangerous counterfeit goods at our nation's ports of entry. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I find this hilarious. It's mostly the fact that they were counterfeit Pokemon figures. Let me show you a small, crappy department store that has one of those 25-cent vending machines that you turn the knob, like you put like 1 or 2 quarters in, you turn the knob, and out pops a little figurine in a ball. They're called, they're like gotcha things over in Japan. They're capsules. Yeah, that's basically what it is here. They're basically that. They're just cheap knockoff shit. That's all it is. Like, very cheaply made. So these pieces pose a choking hazard, but then so do the actual figures you compared them to in order to get a street value of $600,000. They tend to be coated in lead paint, but you didn't test them. Maybe they weren't, but good job, though, nonetheless. $600,000 worth of counterfeit Pokemon toys were yanked off the streets. That's good. I appreciate that. I get a kick out of this. It's just the fact that, look at eBay. There is a crap ton of third-party stuff you can buy on eBay. Alibaba, let me introduce you to that site. AliExpress, there's a crap ton there too. You can buy third-party counterfeit shit all over the place. The fact that it got caught, and the fact that it's knockoff Pokemon toys. I am staring right now at a Sandshrew. Oh, sorry, actually it's a Sandslash. I'm sorry, it's the evolved form. That I got right about the point when Pokemon started. It was in the little orbs that you could get, the 2-pack. It had the evolution and the non-evolution form. And I'm staring right at it. That thing's a fucking choking hazard. I have a couple Pikachus that are choking hazards. If you have a small child, they're a choking hazard. A USB flash drive is a choking hazard if a small child can get their hands on it. An electric plug cover is a choking hazard if a child gets their hands on it. There's so many choking hazards. But literally, the actual figures that they compared these to are choking hazards too. If they would have just said, I don't want to dive into politics or anything, because I don't do that on this show or this channel at all. But if they would have just came out and said, look, they're counterfeit, we have to destroy them, end of discussion, I don't think anybody would have batted an eye to it. But the fact that they're small, they're a choking hazard, and they're like covered in lead paint, that's where people start questioning you, because you're making up too much stuff to justify what you have to do. Just come out and say, look, it violates the Intellectual Properties Act, or properties rights. We have to, by law, destroy them. Okay, not a problem. I don't think anybody would have questioned that. The fact that it's, oh, well, we have to destroy them because they present a choking hazard and they are technically, might be covered in lead paint. Okay, you could have just said they violate, copyright and we have to destroy them by order of the copyright law. People would have understood that. It's one of those, the more you explain why you have to do this, the less people are going to believe you. And in this case, I just find it hilarious. $600,000 worth of Pocket Monster knockoffs are gone. I mean, that Pig Knight looks horrible. I'll admit, if the picture here is some of them, I will agree. You can tell they're knockoffs. Now, the Gengar, that one could be, but it definitely probably is. Definitely probably is. The Sableye, definitely. Pikachu looks about the only legitimate one on here, and that's very loosely basing that. But yeah, I could definitely say beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's a good chance there's a good chance. There's definitely a good chance that they would just be covered in something. And it could be covered in like something that may not even be lead paint. It could just be a different type of chemical, like bleach or something, like a small version of that, a cleaner that's hazardous to your health. They could have just said, look, it's coated in a chemical. We have to destroy it because of that. It violates the copyright. It's a copyright infringement. It violates the Intellectual Properties Act, and they would have believed it. When they start adding in the reasons to justify it, that's when people begin to question it. That's when you start having the issues. That's when people stop tuning in. I just still find it hilarious. $600,000 worth. Oh, man. And the best part is, if you really sit down and think about it, this got caught in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Now, I live in Pennsylvania, and to the best of my knowledge, I've been to Harrisburg one time, by the way, in my life. One time. To the best of my knowledge, Harrisburg doesn't have a port. I mean, like I said, to the best of my... I don't think it does. Let me check. Does Harrisburg actually have a port? I mean, there's no direct sea access. And I thought for there to be a port, you need to have a sea access. Is there actually a port in Harrisburg? Am I going to learn something new today? Hold on. P-O-R-T-N-H-A-R-I-S-B. There's a waterway. U.S. Customs and Borders. Okay, there is a waterway. Okay, there is a waterway that goes through. Because there's a rail, freight, ports, and waterways. Okay. Okay, there is an actual waterway there. Okay. Let me see if I can actually see where it is here on the map. Alright, so I'm learning something new, but it's far away from U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Yeah. Like, way far away. Like, I want to say almost a good, is that even a river? Is that even a river? I don't even know if that's a river. Is that a river? Is that even a river? I can't even tell if that's a river. I don't even think that's a river. Is that a river? I can't even tell if that's a river. Oh, wait, no, it is. Okay, by the Susquehanna River. Okay. Okay, so it's by the Susquehanna River. Okay, so there is a port. First off, my question is, what the hell is coming down that? Alright, I'm sorry. I get a kick out of this. But yeah, either way, congratulations, kudos. $600,000 of fake Pokemon toys will not see the light of day, and this is just a fun story you can tell your kids. I just got a kick out of it. Over 86,000 Pokemon toys stopped at customs because, oh, they're fake. No shit! That's the best part of this. It's because they're fake stuff. We're stopping it. Good, kudos, congratulations, wholeheartedly, but that's just, I find it so damn funny. I'm sorry. I freaking do. Alright. Alrighty, everybody, and that's going to pretty much do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random podcast. Don't forget, submit all your questions by Tuesday morning, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the May Q&A video. I'll be recording it then Tuesday night. I am planning to do some discussion videos this week. Maybe discussion and rant, I don't know. Might just only do one video this week. Who knows? I'll just do the Q&A video and then the podcast. I don't know. I actually do have a rant video I just didn't put up today, so I could probably throw that up. But yeah, either way, there's going to be some videos coming out. You know that. You know me. I'm not going to screw you guys over. I'm not going to screw anybody over. I'm one of the nicest people you're ever going to meet till you piss me off. That's kind of true. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in to the Absolutely Completely Random podcast. Remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and until next week, I'm Andrew Rhodes. This is the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I am out of here. See you, everybody, and have a great week. And happy Memorial Day weekend, by the way, because we are up to that now. Yay!